Saturday, June 12th, San Benito High School saw the naming of the administration building in honor of Gregory A. Hearn, who was superintendent of the San Benito High School District from 1979 to 1996. The unveiling of the signage and ribbon cutting was celebrated by a crowd that included several generations, current and former staff, and a contingent of the Hearn family.
On behalf of the San Benito High School District, I want to thank everybody for being here to celebrate the many accomplishments of Mr. Greg Hearn. Superintendent, fantastic leader, mentor, father, husband, and friend to many. We're delighted to have Mr. Hearn's family, as well as former colleagues and friends in attendance on this historic day. Our campus was built because of Mr. Hearn. The ideals, the beliefs, the vision, and I'm hoping that we're just carrying through on that vision today.
Greg Hearn's vision to educate all students to their highest potential so they'll have the greatest range of personal options upon graduation. Sound familiar? 30 or more years ago, that mission statement was developed, and it still expresses the vision for this educational institution then and now.
If you had to argue with Mr. Hearn, it sharpened, they talk about metal sharpening metal, and so if you had to go upstairs in his office and you had to argue or you got called in to justify different things, it elevated your game.
For those of you who knew my father, I think you would agree that he had an interesting management style. I believe his motto was, "I may not always be right, but I am never uncertain." When I was 16, I told my parents I was going to have my ear pierced. His response was very calmly, as long as he was my legal guardian, that it was really our ear.
I remember the conversation I had with him when the first day he came into my office. He sat down. It was the first day of school. He says, "Tim, we're gonna have no hats this year." And I said, "Are you crazy? Who's gonna enforce that?" And sure enough, somehow we did it.
A great friend of extracurricular activities, a great friend of vocational education. A lot of times everybody thought he was, just an academic guy, but he really looked out for all the aspects of the school, supported the teachers 100%. If something happened and you were, in trouble with a parent or whatever, publicly backed you 100%.
He was my leader, and he gave us so much into this community. I really want him to, I hope he's up there watching.
But where he learned the most was from his people, and from the people he hired, and the people on the board. He would tell me about how he would go through some of the roughest times, the most pushback, with one group or another, but he had the support of the board. And the reason was that they're just good people who understand at the end of the day, the mission is educating children. That was what was important to him, and that was what was important to people who want to participate and be on the board of directors. So not only did he promote from within, not only did he identify talent, but he nurtured that talent, and as a result, this is a beautiful school. And he retired, 25 years ago.
3, 2, 1.